And then, yeah, okay, there. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna attempt to finish Super Mario All Stars. Yeah, well, if the internet can actually, if it can actually hold together long enough for me to do so. I'm gonna check this video. Oh, error! YouTube not receiving enough video data. Still, it's just always gonna do that. Frickin' fine. You're just always gonna do that no matter what. It's our internet. Our internet in our hometown is pretty bad, so. Well, I recorded a lower frame rate and recording at a lower bit rate. So maybe, hopefully, you guys don't skip as much this time. Anyway, like I say, I'm gonna continue my Super Mario All-Stars gameplay by beating all 4 games on this list. These 4 games are 4 of the hardest Mario games ever made, originally posted for NES. And it's all sorted by difficulty range here, in that particular order. So, I started this series off playing Super Mario Bros., which is the easiest of the 4. Then I moved on to Mario Bros. 3. It's like the next hardest. And then Doki Doki Panic, Fake Mario Bros. 2. This is the second hardest. And then the hardest, the most renowned evil Mario game, Lost Levels. The Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2. I have left off with making my way like halfway through the whole game. And today, I'm going to finish it. Well, I'm gonna get a game over. I just didn't think I'd get it that fast. That's fine. I mean, this version of the Lost Levels, you get to start over from the level you left off on. Oh, okay. I thought you could just walk underneath them, and I thought one of those. What the? Okay. Maybe I need to play a little seriously. Okay. I'm gonna play serious. Okay. Now I know that guy's there. I guess the thing that's really the challenge for me in this particular case, I know I have the platforming skills to get through this. I guess this requires a little bit of memory, too. So now I know that guy's there. Somebody else comes by. Okay. Usually I can dash past a level because it's usually the same easy things to dodge, but wow. Alright, wow. Okay, what the heck? Okay, wow. There we go. You get that through that part. Okay. I thought all the piranha. I'm so used to the piranhas not sticking up from out of the tube if you're near it. Like, I guess these red piranhas are different. Dash past that. Jump over that. Yeah, because I saw the end like a couple times. Oof. Okay, that wasn't the end. Oh my. Yeah. Ha! There we go. I thought for sure that guy was gonna come out and chomp me like he did many times before. Are there any? It doesn't even matter. Oh, wait, I already had my game over. That's right. I was gonna say, are there any checkpoints to this? And then I said, oh, that's not gonna matter, because I already lost all my lives. Well, it's not the case. Okay. Wow. Oh, now I'm concerned. I'm not gonna beat the game like this. I knew that's what I had to do to get across that. And then, jump! Okay. Okay, wow, this isn't working with me. So then this is... And then, And then... Wow. Oh, yeah. I remember this. There has to be invisible blocks. It's the only way this is remotely doable. Yes. Oh, but how long is it? Okay. I was gonna say, how long is this? How much longer is this level? That was the worst start I've had in a game since last I can remember. Yeah, save that. One level progress. Well, maybe... I imagine I'd be able to beat this game, the original version, if I remember all of the paths. Yeah, you don't stay away. That's what this is about. Yeah. Those red piranhas, they don't stay away. Okay, you didn't kill him, alright? Freaking heck. I'm gonna go to Upper Road. Maybe that will, Okay. I guess I figured out... I mean, that was a maze-type level, right? I think I just got lucky with the paths. I better hope that this recorded this, so that way I can know what the paths are for next time. Whoa. Oh, I remember this one. This one is a looping level. Oh, and yeah, the path is up that way. I remember. I played this whole... Well, almost the whole game. I played almost the whole game before. I made it to World 7 of the original. After 27 continues. 20 freaking 7 game overs. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Game is actually... Okay. I won't do that over again. So the bullet bill placement is a bit of a... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I literally can't just run through this. There is a freaking... I think there is a pattern involved in these. The pattern is cryptic enough. It's like you actually need a bit of brain power to get through this. Yeah. Looks like I can't just run this like every other Mario game ever. Okay, so there's a moving platform right there. Okay. Oh, I should have timed. Oh, man. Wow. It's also the timing of the Koopa Troopa jump. Oh, wow. At least I'm gonna go here, right? And I'll wait. Ah, I didn't get the run up. I didn't get the run up for that jump. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't care what people say. This is the hardest Mario game ever made. And I know I know so many other gamers have even heard about. I know so many gamers have heard about this game. They are not gutsy enough to try this. They're not, unlike me, they're not gutsy enough, or they're not skilled enough to attempt to beat this game. To attempt it, anyway. I can... The NES version is harder because once you get game over, you'd have to start over from the beginning of the world. So that means I'd have to do the hard level 5-1 all over again to get to the hard 5-3. This is a hardy. This is a hardy boy. Now if I could just line up with the Koopa. There we go. Where do I go? Where's the safe place to go? Yeah! I needed the bullet bill. Oh, wow. Wow. It has been a long time since I played, but I don't remember this level being this hard. Aside from being able to restart from the very level that you left off on, aside from that, difficulty scale, this is the same as the NES. Okay. Yeah! Okay. Wait a minute. That platform wasn't there before. Yeah, that platform wasn't there before. Thought I absolutely needed to use the bullet bill to make that jump. I did. I needed him because that platform didn't spawn last time. Wow, okay. Is there a bit of luck involved in the game, actually? So now I do notice I have always had the hardest time with the bouncer castle ones. Okay, I really can't run any part of this. I really cannot run past. I can only run the instant that guy is starting to go down, so you have the room to make that. Yeah, here I go. Wow. I think you go up on this. Yes, I remember it. You go up on that one. Oh. Yeah, the Bowser Castle ones are hard because these don't have any checkpoints. This requires a lot of finger dexterity. And I should know about that, being a pro gamer. And they just jump out at that going for me, but it's just not enough. It's not enough for me to get to the level. That knowledge alone's not enough for me to get to the level. Yeah. They don't come out more than one at a time. As soon as that one falls down, then after it finishes falling down all the way, then it will, Okay, I don't even know if this is the maze part. Do I go down? And then do I go up? Ah! I hate you. I hate you, you stupid thing. Fuck! Okay, he keeps going too far or too... Dang! So many jumps now, it's just so many kids, he goes too far or not enough. Here! Okay. Find that's an easier way to do that, is just not to hold the jump button for that jump. And then just hold the jump for that part. Man! I don't think I would be ready to play this again, the original NES. I... This is absolutely crazy. I actually can't... I don't know if I could beat this game, actually. Come on, you. Yeah. Yeah. Jump this time, Mario. Yeah. Ick. I knew you were gonna pop out the instant I make that jump. Ick. I don't know if I had to go down here first and then up. Ja! Okay. Okay. Okay, Bowser's Flame. So that means he's nearby. Okay. Okay. You freaking Potoboo, you're gonna come up. Ow! Dang it! Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you. You freaking Brunson burner my blood again, you annoying son of a... Ah! Oh my gosh, I cannot with his movements. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm having the same kind of I'm having the same kind of difficulty with maneuvering like I've had with Super Mario Land. Super Mario Land 1. Like, I'm having a hard time getting his aerial movement. That's Super Mario Brothers for you, I guess. His aerial physics are different. Oh, son of a... Son of a... Shoo! Okay, that actually... Oh my gosh! Land on that! Wow, I cannot... Yeah. See, I've never had very responsive controls, I guess. Okay, running that through actually works. I don't imagine it's possible to really run through this part. You're not burning me in the butt, you freaking thing. You freaking... Every time with the jump, you ruin it. Okay. How does that line up so perfectly to get me every time? Like, I'm sorry. I can't believe people would make a game. Mario is for kids, right? Did they expect a kid to do this? Why didn't you move right? I held the key. Wow. I was literally right there. Wow. Wow. World 5 is killing me. Oh my gosh, you're killing me here. I cannot believe this. I swear, it's like I'm battling it's like those moments I battle a perfect computer player, right? Where they can like pre-fire a shot for have it to line perfectly to hit me. Like sometimes I've noticed it didn't matter when I decided to make that jump. That flame would always jump out at the right time to hit me, and I had no way to dodge it. Is a flame going to be perfectly placed for Bowser? It almost was. And then I hit that, and how many freaking times am I gonna die on this game? You literally need to spend years of your life to figure out how to beat this. I don't have that kind of time or patience. I'm not that kind of gamer. I'm not the kind of gamer who would have to just throw away his whole life figuring out how to beat one game. And well, stop it. Okay. Is that flame gonna come out now? Is it gonna come out now? Finally! Screw you, Bowser! Back off! Dang. I think I'm better at platforming than that. I'd have to say that the game had a little bit of luck involved. There's a luck factor there, I betcha. Oh yeah, and eventually, I will come across Hammer Brothers that will not just be moving stationary. Yeah, the game really gets evil when they have the Hammer Brothers chase after you. Hi. Okay, I was able to make that jump. You see that? That's crazy. As crazy as is with the freaking mushroom, my kingdom for a mushroom. And there's the windy segment. Okay, now that I know that is coming there, and then now what? Now what? So, with my gameplay on this so far, I'd say my biggest problems is getting the aerial movement right. Like, controlling Mario's aerial movements and remembering where everything is. I just gotta remember where the layout of the level. Yeah, that was a timed jump. I had to wait for that guy to. I know you're gonna pop out. I'm not. I know you're gonna pop out as soon as I got on the tube. The red piranhas are like nasty that way. I won't let you. I won't let you chomp me in the balls. That ain't gonna happen. I may just end up saving after every level. And well, despite how insanely hard the game is, I'm playing it honest. I'm not gonna use any of the shortcuts. I don't know how I made it do that. That's a luck thing. As well, I know how the bloopers work. I know how the bloopers work, but there's like so many of the bloopers, and then they place fish as well in places that make it hard to navigate. Oh my gosh, I thought I had enough friggin'. Then they put fish too in places that are hard to navigate it. Yeah, I have a feeling you can't do that. That was my next idea, was maybe to try to go over that area, but nope, couldn't do that. What if I can go this way? What then? Get me in there, get me in. Oh my gosh. So most of the levels today, I'm actually struggling on. Which, yeah, that's understandable. This is the hardest Mario game ever. I think I can at least... it takes a lot of game overs, but to think, even then, I could get this far. I mean, I'm proud that I could still at least get this far. Despite me fumbling. Yeah! And that's more than a lot of trash-talking juvenile delinquents could say. You wouldn't even try this game at all. You wouldn't even last 5 minutes in the game like this evil. They're turning the Koopa! Those fish are turning the Koopa! Oh, that's scary! Yeah! They're turning the Koopa to trip me up, and so I run into him. Ah! I feel I'm almost at the end. Yeah. I did! I made it to the end! I made it to the end! Whew. And another Bowser Castle. I had the hardest time on Bowser Castle. I mostly had a hard time on Bowser Castles. Ha! Okay. This is another one, maze one. What? Okay. Well, that was not the right way. Well, they would have a... I think they'd have a correct sound effect play. Is it up this way? Okay, how does he throw that to land that hit perfectly every time? Now, I swear the game is even harder. I swear the hardest Mario game is even harder. Because I feel like I'm playing perfect CPUs. That's the kind of thing they do. Okay, well, Okay, yeah. They don't play the wrong sound, they just play the right sound. Okay, so bottom and top. Now what? This way? This way? I think I'm gonna go that way, the top way. I thought it was safe. Yeah, first I go bottom. And then top. Then I... Oh, it was bottom. Yes. I go bottom that way, and then... You're kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. I don't remember that part of the game. I made it to this World 6 Bowser Castle. I don't remember that part. And this is evil. I had to go back. Because up here, this was the right way. Now, this way is the right way. And then... a single block with a fire stick. Jeez. Evil. That is evil. Okay. So that top way was not the right way. I don't know how I don't know how I land that, but then I fail that part. Okay, at least I'm getting the puzzle. Even if I can figure out the puzzle, there's just no way I'm gonna master the... I'm having the hardest time mastering the actual platforming. On this... I knew you were gonna pop up. You wrecked! The middle part? Middle path? Middle? Okay, fine. It's the bottom one. Because it has to be the bottom one. I chose the upper path before, and that was the wrong way. It has to be this way. Wait. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Now. Right. Oh, I see it. I see it. That's where the platform is. I just missed it. I just overshot it. That platform was hard to see. It was in the lava. That moving platform was in the lava. But not in the place where I jumped. Yeah, I tried to... I just missed the landing. It was right there. I think you saw it. My eyes are terrible, and if I could see it, you saw it too. Okay. Back down this way. This way. I'm not gonna move until that pops up first. Now. And then... Now. I see that platform. Now can I get to it? Probably not. Okay, I did make it. And then I failed to jump again. Wow, this is so evil. I don't remember. I don't even know how it is. Like, see, I had to survive this. I had to be good enough at this. What the freak? Yeah, I played this. I got this far on the NES version. But I had to, like... See, I died so many times that I had to be good enough at this game to be able to survive all the previous levels leading up to this point, so I could get another try at this one again. Like, wow. Wait a minute. Oh, was that there the whole time? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You weren't trying to handicap me, were you? Or was that actually there the whole time? And you didn't jump! I pressed it! Oh my gosh! Wow. I'm not... This is still the hardest game I've ever played. I don't want to have to use save states. I don't. I'm not doing that. I'm playing it honest. I'm playing it honest, or not at all. If I can't beat this level, honest, like if I... I forgot about that. I forgot about that little platform. Oh my god. Goodness gracious, gosh. Forgot about that. There's no way. Dude, there's like no way. There's no way a kid would have been able to do this. Yeah, that makes it so much easier, that. Instead of having a long jump on a single block. I'm not moving until you raise up. Because you are a troll. Now jump. There you go. You've got to be kidding me. There's no other way. I have to go under the guy. And just hope he didn't throw a fire at me. It literally takes me freaking 5 or 6 continues just to get through the Bowser castles. And why? It's not because... And why? It's because the platforming. Man. The platforming and the timing of the fire that comes. Now, see, I never... I forgot about that part. Now, this is the farthest. World 7. This is the furthest I've ever made it in the original NES version. I could not get past World 7. Okay. The wind pushback, I don't know. The wind pushback seems random to me. Die! You know, maybe I could try to make this. I could try to make this situation funny for you all. Ah! Do the whole. I'm gonna do Craner's thing. Craner's thing. Well, maybe not every time we die, because I'm gonna die way more times. And now just get annoying. The whole just hear me like da 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 every time. Da! You. Stop! Stop that! Stop it! Stop! That's nuts! I don't think... Are any of those tubes enterable? You can't shortcut the... No, I'm not going... As tempted as I am to actually want to shortcut the game. No, I'm not doing that. Like I said... No matter how evil this game gets, I'm gonna play it honest. But if I can't get through this, if I can't get through this, that's it. Then I'm just gonna end the video. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating with save states. I mean, as a... No! That was an extra life. You gotta be kidding. Okay, Yeah, I knew I could make that jump. And then, yeah, that's when they chase after you. And I couldn't figure out how to get over the guy normal. How do I get past that guy, actually? Yeah, I needed this extra life. Each and every single time. Is it not gonna reload? Why is it not? No, don't do this. Don't do... Dude, are you kidding? It doesn't reload. That's not... No. It's supposed to reload. Maybe I'll just... Yeah, I'll just do this. I'll use the... Ah. I had the right idea there. That's the thing I need to do for that. Yeah. No! Okay, they chased after you too. Okay, yeah, that was fun. Okay, that was fun. Yeah. I like a decent challenge in the game, but I think this is too much. I think this is too much for anybody. You really need to throw away your life for a game like this. Like, wow. You need to throw away your life spending countless hours. How to take all the best appropriate angles and stuff. How do you do this? Okay, so maybe that build blaster doesn't shoot you instantly. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, see, I was gonna hit that before he comes down. Yeah, okay, so does that not respawn? That's not right. Because, well, normally you need something to give you kind of confidence. How to get past this guy, you know? That is such a tight pinch. Look at that. You don't experience this anywhere. In any other... Is he gonna shoot as soon as I jump? No. Okay. Oh yeah, and the end was right there after that hammer, bro. Okay. So yeah, that's the... Okay, so I figured that out. And I gotta remember that. That's how you deal with that last hammer brother on this level. Is you gotta wait for him to come to you, stand on the pipe for leverage so you can jump over his hammer attack. Did I have to go up this way? I think I did. Yes, it's another one of those levels. Okay. You don't? Okay. I can't reach that. I can't reach. Oh. Well, was there any place I could... Yes, there was a place I could land. But then... Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. I can do this. I can do this. There we go. I knew I could do it. Yeah, it's not to say that I'm bad at this game particularly. It's just... I mean... If you were bad at the hardest game in the world... Yeah, tell me, could you even beat the very first level? I think not. What? You know, in all fairness, it's just wrong to say somebody's bad at this game. It's just the more relatable term would be just not good enough. Yeah, just not good. Maybe I'm just not good enough at platforming for this kind of game. No, I missed it. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't reach that. I keep forgetting. That's not how it's gonna work. I literally have to, like... Yeah, the way they respawn, I literally have to get at it like this. I'm... Okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Most everybody would be bad. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's literally the hardest game in the world. Hardest Mario game in the world. So everybody would fail this. Yeah. I almost jumped too high. I would have like ran into the Lakitu. Can I just... Aha! That's it. Just wait for him to come to you there, and then just hit him on the head. And that was actually... Yeah, when he's not throwing any spinies. Oh, that just makes that so much easier to get through that. Yeah, okay. You gotta make it sure you hit the Lakitu first. Before you... Whoa, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh, wow, fine. Okay. I panicked. As soon as I saw the flag, I was like thinking, no, I gotta try to pull back first so that I get some spot away from the piranha's range. And then I panicked after turning back left. I went forward again, and then I fell off and died. A lot of times I've been playing these levels. I think, yeah, you probably wouldn't notice, but I've been pressing like the left right directions. Like I press like two lefts or rights in sequence in like less than a second's worth of time. That's like, I guess that's like, yeah, one of my panic moments, you could say. The end of the game is very close. It's in sight. I am not giving up. I'm gonna do this. Well, I'm not gonna do it like that. No, I'm gonna need to be better than that if I actually want to beat this. I need to do better than that. Well, anyway, I think I figured out, yeah, how to get past the first level. If I were to have to redo this playing on the original, yeah. Then I think I know how, yeah, I know now how to get past 7-1. I've had the best luck in dashing the beginning part. Yeah, what the frick was I? I should have just waited. Okay, that's generous. He like sits still long enough for me to give me the chance to hit them on the head. No, okay. Oh no, I forgot that part. Looks like, yeah, a lot of this game is actually also memory. No. I just, yeah. The instant I noticed I made it up there, I was like thinking, oh no, turn back quickly. Yeah, I had to run under the Koopa like that. And like jumping between the spinies. That's the best way to get past that. And as I wait for that second Lakitu to come in, I hit him on the head. If I take too long to get to that point, does a third Lakitu spawn? I don't see a third Lakitu, haha. Darn it! I swear it's part luck based too. Yeah, the times that guy can come out of the pipe. And I'm not always precise enough to just land on the very edge of the tube. Away from his jaws, like here. I'm not always able to land there as I make a hard and long jump. Yeah. See that stuff, that's hard. That's very hard. Okay. Get rid of that guy again. Now, the only part of this I'm struggling on is the end. Yeah, I know that, yeah, I figured out that part, but just to get rid of that. Yeah, now you need this guy to jump on. And then, okay, fine. Fine, I'll take him a hit. I can't get through that without taking a hit. So yeah, you have to kind of rush off. You have to rush off that falling platform. But then you gotta pull back. But not too much. You don't want to land off the edge of the pipe. I don't know how far this is gonna take me. So yeah, I wasn't gonna make it to the next platform, I don't think. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it safe and yeah, I'm playing it safe and taking it to one platform at a time. Yeah, you gotta be kidding. And the whole time the wind's still blowing. I'm timing it well so far. How much more is there to go? Oh, mother! Oh, mama! And I think you can't jump it. I don't think you can jump that. You have to land on those single blocks with the wind. Oh, mother! This is like a moment where people would say, I want my mommy! Mommy! It's too much! Mommy, help me! I freaking did it! Second try! And this is one of the hardest levels in the game. Too, because of the narrow platforming and the high winds. I did it! I did it the furthest I've made it in the game. So I was show at the end of my NES version of this game, I showcased a horror scene, showing you all the different kinds of traps that were to come after the point where I gave up. And then showed a short scene of me playing this castle level. I never made it past this part of the game. I never made it past this part of the game without save states. So if I can make it, I can make it. I can make this. Okay, so that's not so hard. That part, the elevators. Okay, and then I'm just getting these guys out of the way. Oh, I forgot. I didn't even realize I had turned my music on. I kept my music on. I think I can hide here. Yes, I can. Okay. No, yeah. I forgot to mute my game audio after I completed after I completed the last Bouncer Castle. That just lines up to hit me every time. It hits me every time. Every time. It's like I'm battling a perfect computer or something, because that's usually what you see from them is perfect hits. You can't not dodge. Okay, now see, this part is easy. The beginning part of this castle is not so bad. But then, I'm just taking this nice and steady. Just gonna get rid of those guys like that. And then, well, see, I did see the Bowser flame, so I was right there at the end of this level. I can make it. I can make it to the final world. I can beat the game. I can do it. Mother hopping! Oh, good! For the love of... It's that. It's those flames. Those flames are what's lining up perfectly. The flames are getting me every time. It's easy to dodge the fire sticks. But apparently Bowser just really improves his aim. He's actually a menace. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then. Okay. And then. And then. And then. Oh, yeah, I should be using that Koopa to get those Buzzy Beetles. I would be getting extra lives for those. If they respawn in every time, I would get in. Yeah, that's what I should do. If I were playing this on NES, I should do that to get the infinite retries for this level. I would have to get that extra lifeline up. Okay, there we go. Now... That was luck. That was luck how I jump over the guy. I just saw that fire stick there, and I was like thinking, there's no way I can stay still in front of the guy. I had to make a move, and I had to do it fast. That's all I knew. I made it. I made it to the last world. Legit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat this version at least. I might, in my spare time, practice up. Beat the NES version. That would be beating this game for real. Okay. Do I need to use... Oh my gosh, do I need to use those Koopas for the... Yes. I did need to use those Koopas to get across. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see ya. Wait a minute. No way. Okay. I have to use this Koopa. Yeah! Okay! No, get away! Get away! I just got lucky there. I can claim I was just lucky with that pass. Now what? What do I do now? It's the end. There's no trolls, please. It's the end! I did it! Shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna end up playing with Maddie today. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so there's a flying Koopa Troopa. There's a flying Koopa there. Wind here with the spring. Yeah! Oh, dude, there is no way. There is no... Okay. The only way I see this doable, the only way I see this part doable, you have to not do the long jump like I tried there. No, you can't make that with long jump. What you do is, you gotta pull back against the wind so you land perfectly on that single block stack. That's that single stack wall. Then from that wall, you make the rest of the way over. Like this. And, yes, okay. Okay, that was a little easier than I thought that would be. I think I could manage that every time I get to that point. No, the freak you! Freak! Freaking heck! Yeah, okay, now what do I do with that guy? Oh, well, yeah, it's for the best. I think that was for the best, so I could at least refresh my lives. Again. Oh, that's Poison Shroom. Get away from me. Get away! Get away from me! Yeah, see, this one spot here, to dodge the piranha, but still be on the tube. That's what I meant earlier about, okay. Yeah, okay, I landed the jump again. I successfully landed again. But then there's this guy. How will you get through that guy? And there's another one with a poison shroom. Alright, well. Well, that's very fair. That was very nice. That was very nice of the developers to put that in for us. So nice and considerate. What? Okay. Then there has to be... Then I think I know what I need to do. That's not it. How do I get... Okay, yeah. I don't really understand. How am I gonna get past that guy? Really? I'm gonna go down here. Let's see what's... Nope, I can't go down there. There's a poison shroom in there, I think, yeah. Can I go down any other tubes? Nope, I cannot. Alright, well. See, that was the exit tube for that other area. Okay. Oh, yes, that... Thank you for that. That is... Okay, so... So, how to get past this area, then? There has to be... There has to be invisible blocks. Wait a minute. How the... What? Or, wait a minute. Wait, yeah, the screen doesn't scroll any more than that. So, it couldn't be hidden blocks. Then that... Okay. I don't think the hidden exit would be in any of those tubes. Okay, then, well... Then you weren't even supposed to go that way in the first place. Okay, yeah, see, I can't land that jump every time. Can't go that way, so... It has to be that! Yes! Ha ha ha! It had to be an alternate path you had to get to before the Hammer Brothers. If it wasn't invisible blocks getting over the wall, if it wasn't the tube, it was something else. It was a beanstalk. That's the only other possible way for this game. I figured it out. Yes. And yeah, even if I figured it out, even if I figured it out, doesn't necessarily mean getting through the game any easier. No. That doesn't make the game any easier. It was hard to line that up to get the Hammer Brother. To get the brother. Something. Ah, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I've been dying left and right. Oh, but it's fine. Ah! This is insane. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we got that there, that taken care of. Ah! No, you gotta be kidding! Wait a minute. How did I survive that? There's gonna be more Hammer Brothers, aren't there? Okay. No, it's, God, yes, it is Hammer Brothers! Another two of them! How? That's evil. Yeah, you know how hard it is to get past those Hammer Brothers? They're lined up in a way, they're right there. Like, wow. So, it's also the Hammer Brothers and it's also those Hammer Brothers that chase after you. That was perfectly lined up. Yeah, well. Well, Is it better to take out this Lakitu here? I think it is. Yes. And then you take this tube, and then you, this trampoline, and then you jump over like so. Then the second Lakitu appears. He'll be here. You gotta wait to jump on his head there, and then you can pass there, but... Oh, what the freaking... Okay, I found the power-up block, I think. I think that was a power-up block. Oh, wait, I forgot about it! I forgot about my strategy! Okay, I lined out the hit there. Okay. Okay, there's something hidden here. Oh, pfft. I was hoping it would be something to help me. There's no way I was getting through that. Okay. How the heck am I supposed to get through that? It's the Hammer Brothers are the toughest enemy in the old Mario Brothers games. And they have them, like, lined up, like... How am I supposed to get through these guys? Okay, I don't know how I get through them again. It's just luck. Okay, yeah, then there's nothing here. You're safe to go. And then, I'll pull back a little bit to line up the, How the... I need a good strategy for... I mean, if I knew how to deal with the Hammer Brothers normally. That's the kind of knowledge I need to figure out how to deal with these ones. The ones that chase after you. The Hammer Brothers chase after you in this one. That is evil. At least they only do so in... At least they only do so in the... At least they only do so on the last 2 worlds of this game. The last 2, not the whole game. They appear. At least there's that. Okay. Oh no! How do I reach that? How am I gonna reach that? No, you can't do this. No, you can't do this to us. It has to be an invisible block. It's not an invisible. How are we supposed to make that? How are we supposed to get up there? And I thought the whole time the Hammer Brothers were chasing me. That's why I was panicking. I don't know if they were chasing me in that scene. Yeah, but that was the end of the level. But how are you supposed to get there? Actually, any advice? I can't figure that out. Actually, there's no. Ah! That might have been it. How to get past these guys. I noticed after they throw the first hammer, I see a little gap. And a lot of times, they were spawning with that attack in mind. So, I think that's the thing to do. Yeah, and then that. Oh, that invisible block got in my way. You little jerkaholic. Oh, I panicked. I should have just kept going right. I'm so close. Oh, I'm so close. Come on. Yeah, I'm a bit discouraged right now. Even if I get past the Hammer Brothers, what do I do? Even if I get past the Hammer Brothers, how am I gonna get up to that seesaw? It's too high up. I'm thinking there has to be an invisible block because I tried the run jump. I didn't even get close. So, I didn't get the momentum for that. Okay, wow. So many freaking continues. Again, after playing this game. Okay, that's a way to get by it. Yeah, I really didn't think that would occur from that level. Ah! Are you kidding? But that's the way I have to do that to get through it. Unless, I don't know. I don't think I could just run underneath them. If they're gonna jump every time they spawn in, I don't know. Can I just run underneath both of them? Can I just run underneath all of them? It's not that simple. It couldn't be that simple. It's the second to last level of the hardest game in the world. Can't be that simple. Yeah, I didn't have the time to run under them. I had to go over, and I just had to jump over them so I don't hit the freaking invisible block. Invisible block kept on tripping me up. Okay. Is it the same with those last two? This is not. This is unreal. And we have to do this all on the one continue if we want to save the progress to this area. Like, wow. On the NES version. If I You mother! What the? Ah! Oh, son of a biscuit eater! Honestly, I think for the most part, if I just figure out how to get past the Hammer Brothers, I think I could like get through this whole thing a lot easier. So I already figured out how to deal with the Lakitu. So it's a lot easier when I deal with the Lakitu. And these guys are just oh, they changed the freaking tactic. I don't see. It's not always the same. I might be stuck. I might actually not be able to. I might not actually be able to beat the game. But I was. Wait, hold on. Let me freaking. Okay, I guess I am live still. Good. Now if we can keep it like that. You jerk game! You freaking jerk game! You see what happened there as well? Ha! Any advice? I actually could use some advice here. Yeah. How do I get through those guys? Okay, how do I get through those guys? The Hammer Brothers are the worst. Stop! I wouldn't pull back. Okay. Ugh. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this to me. This is so obnoxious. I got just about everything else in this figured out, and now I just need to get past these annoying guys. How? How do I get past them? How do I do it? Just I got everything else figured out. Ah, that invisible block again. You annoying. Oh, come on. I jumped earlier than usual. How do I still hit that block? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I find the best way to get past them is to jump over in between the hammer, then between the first and second, but it's not gonna work every time. I need a better method of getting past Hammer Brothers. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm dead. Ha! I'm dead in the same way. How does that keep happening? Okay. So, what? Come on. This is what? This is... If I could just figure out how to do this one. If I could just figure out how to get past the hammer rolls. Those noxious, stupid, freaking Hammer Brothers. Ha! Ha! Hammer Bros. They are the biggest obstacle out of everything I've been through so far. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat the game. And what hurts even more is how close I was to the end. I was so close to. I think I saved as progress. The World 8 Destry. I think I saved it, but I want to make sure. So I played this on what? I I jumped on top. So I can get past all that part, and apparently this Koopa every now and then hits me, trips me up. Okay, now that stupid invisible block don't get me. And then there's this part that's safe to pass. Get past those two. Now there's these two. Okay, I did it. I finally got the luck I needed. Now how do I get past this part? Okay, this part right here, and then no, there's no block there, but actually, that might just be all I need. Okay, okay. I figured it out finally. So it's... Oh, yeah. Now I get these two blocks will give me the run up, like this, and then that. That's how I make that. And then the finish. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I know where those two... I knew it. It had to be invisible blocks. There's no other way I can get there. But they were lined up like that way. The little eyes on the little clouds steps. It's on the second to last cloud and the fourth to last. That's where those two are. And then yeah, I had to go down that way first. That's the only way I was gonna make that jump. And then oh, why? Yeah. Okay, that's how I make that jump. Okay, good. And then oh wow, nice. No, don't you dare do this to me! Oh, this is a maze. And I got the wrong path. I see. So, I did all that struggling. I survived that for nothing. For nada! And it would let me jump. And let me jump it off. So you know what? That whole time I was like trying to time the jump with the Hammer Brothers. That whole time was actually going to be the best method for me. And then it just was not working. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how else I could tackle it. I just had the hardest time getting that stupid level done. I know how the bloopers work. I know how everything else works. It's just the Hammer Brothers I can't figure. Is there... Yeah, if I knew for sure how many hammers the Hammer Bros throw. If I knew how many hammers they throw before they actually, like, something, you know? If they threw a certain amount before jumping and then, yeah, what the frickin'... You frickin' jerk. You were literally gonna show up... Holy frickin' crap. Wow. Yeah, you see that? You see that, Kelly? He was literally only gonna show up after I attempt to make that jump. That is so mean. Even if I make the jump, even if he wasn't there, it's so hard to make the jump. So what if you do make the jump? And then there's more to the castle that you have to go through on the same life. That is just so mean. Wow, that is like, it is evil. I see that. I see why. This is like the hardest game. The water part, easy, but now how do I deal with this guy then? Dang. You. I found out with the momentum, that's how I get past that block, like so. Figured out how to do that. And then I go through this tube. I'm right there. The peach is in sight. If I can make it past all the booby traps. Yeah, but if this guy's gonna freaking. Yeah, this guy is just. I did it. I had to do like a fake jump at first, but then pull back and then do the real jump. Yeah, but that's still so hard to do. Oh wow, we got an air blooper. A blooper in the sky. Oh, okay. I found another poison room. Yeah. I don't think that was how that was supposed to be done. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think. Is it this way? I think I know what I need to do. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That was not it. I needed to do. Nope. Had to like go on the right side. I can get past this part. I can get past this beginning part. But then I can get past this beginning part. I can get past this water part. But then there's that freaking obnoxious piranha part. That's tough. But then I gotta figure out this whole new other area. Then I gotta figure out this new fourth area that I made it to. This part is still tough because of how he can like trick you. Okay, I fake him out there and then yes. Okay, well. Oh my. I was cornered. I was completely cornered. The bottom Koopa could have gotten me. The Paracoopa gets me. Or if neither of them gets me, I pull to the left to dodge both of them. I die by the poison shroom. I was completely surrounded. There was no way I was going to live that. Die! Freaking you! Freak you! Sometimes the momentum is like sharp, and sometimes it's like very soft. Like to freak you, and the jump doesn't work off the block sometimes to freak you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'd be able to do this on NES, like legit, like no save states. I don't know if I can. I'm having the hardest time with this version, where you get to continue on the level you left off. I mean, I could think of this as practice, you know. I'm still pretty much trying to study the level. What would be the best way to get through the level, and then take my knowledge from what I learned here and then apply it to the because it is the same. So that was just good timing there, how he popped up. Yeah. So, what I needed to do earlier, I needed to use this Koopa to get on that upper part. Because that's the right path in the maze. That is so evil. That's evil. Oh man. I had to get a running jump for that. He had to be in the right spots. I had to get a running jump, and I had to align to jump on top of him as he's moving. That's hard. That's pretty hard. It really takes an expert to play this game. Yeah, face the other way so Blooper can go that way. That's what I figured with this guy. Yeah, I figured out a good tactic, how to get around all the enemies in this game, except the Hammer Brothers. I just can't figure the Hammer Brothers out. Do you... What? That was not the right way. Are you kidding me? That wasn't the right way. And it has to be down there. Okay. See, I tested both ways, you see. I tested both ways. I go up there. I took the low road. None of them was right. But, well, how is it we get exactly the same room? Is this going to loop me too? I think it looped me. It looped me again. Ah! I think it looped me again. And I don't even... How would I know that's for sure? Like... I think it's a loop. I don't even know. Now, if my jump button would work, I could figure out how to get through this. All the castles and all the Bowser castles are just freaking. Die! Peach! I'm doing my best. I don't know if I can do it though. I don't know if I can save you this time. Okay, why can't I get the... Yeah! No. No. I'm literally right there. I don't think I can do this. I can't do this on the original NES. Why? It wouldn't give me the momentum. Wouldn't give me no momentum. Come on. Yeah, finally it gave me the momentum that time to make that jump. But then I think I still had to... Did I still have to go down this tube in order to make it? I don't even know. This was the same underwater level as last time. I can't help but feel I was gonna get looped back to that second area. But, that's still a hard jump to make. It's not over or under those blocks. It's not past this Koopa here. I was thinking it had to be this way then. I go through the trouble of making that Koopa jump over that ledge, and then I find out that's the wrong path. I went under the other area. I went under that path, and I was wrong too. So if I can make it, there we go. Now, yep, it did loop me. Yeah, okay, what do I do then? Okay, I'm confused then. What do I do? Okay, I'm confused. Okay, was I supposed to go under? So, could I just... So I had to go up here first, then under this way? Is that it? I'm running out of time. That's not good. That's not good either. I'm running out of time. Okay, so that was an easy way to do that part. Okay. Is this it? It's the end? Nope. Okay. Oh, there's more. There's more. No! 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 Wow, this is evil. I can't help but think I was close this time. Was that the only... I don't know. It didn't... To me, it didn't seem like it was like the actual final boss, because... Like, where's the drop-down bridge in the pool of lava? Like usual. Yeah, I can't help but think that's not the end. And that there was actually even more than this to come. Like, criminy. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think that was the only thing I needed to figure out, just that part of the puzzle. Yeah, that was all I needed to figure out. And that was an easy way to get past that part. It's just, like, do a dash. Like, no! Not here. Don't do that dash part. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save the princess this time. The lair, it's too difficult. I don't think I can go do it this time. I really shouldn't have any doubts at this point. I feel like I should be close. I should be close now. I should be close to saving her. If I could just stick it out a little longer. Ow! You wouldn't pull back in time. It wouldn't pull back enough. I made the move like that exactly. But why didn't you pull back this time? I feel the clunky aerial physics is random. I feel like it's random. So next to the Koopas. Next to the Koopas at the end point. I think that right there, that's the next hardest part about this level. No! I thought I had enough room to squeeze by. This is inhumane. This is like inhumane. I can't even begin to understand how anybody thought a kid would be able to do this. They can't. I contest it. There's no way Mario is Mario. It's made for kids, and There's no way a kid would be good enough to play this. What? Yeah, it ticks me off. I'm like literally right here, and I don't even know if I can do it. Yeah, just run like that. Yeah. That's the easy part. That's the easy way to get through that. I found out. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's actually easier than I thought. I just had to wait for those guys to align like that. But then, to deal with Bowser... Huh? Okay. Yeah, there was more. There was more. And then, okay, there's not many obstacles at all to get in the way this time. Yes, I did it! I did it! I saved the princess! I did it! Finally, I did it! You have saved the... a more difficult quest. No, wait, no, wait. Wait a minute. No. No, you can't do that. No. Wait a minute. World 9-1. Okay. Okay, well. I have a more difficult quest. I've already saved the princess. Why would I need to go through this? Why? And I thought they would have known by now. I thought they would have known by now that the water. I mean, this whole level would be much tougher if I was playing this on land. This is so weird to see it like this, actually. That level would be so much tougher if I was on land. So, the whole level, the whole world, I've never seen this before. There was actually a World 9 to this game. I never even knew. And I don't think I can hit the Lakitu on the top of his head this time. Oh! I didn't think it was high enough to get me there. That's why. Yeah, I imagine I wouldn't be able to hit him on the head. So, I'm not gonna try that. Instead, I can just do the best I can to avoid him and the piranhas. Oh, Lakitu just leaves me alone. He just decides to give up. That was it. That was it. Okay. Difficulty scale. This would have to be World 1. Or actually, yeah, World 1. This is World 1 difficulty. I'm gonna be facing Bowser outside of his castle in a Marburst setting. That's so weird. This is so weird. I've never seen it like this. And there's a beanstalk. Wow. Wow, wowie, zowie. Okay. Please tell me you got that. I saved the princess. Tell me you got that on recording, please. Yes, so that way my AI art that I created with Google Gemini doesn't turn out to be clickbait. Good. Well, if it doesn't match the video, then I just have to do what I usually end up doing in this case, is just re-edit the image, have something plastered over, say it's a different part, and then create a new image. Because I'm honest that way, you see. This... where do I go? Where do I, where am I going? What is this? What am I doing? Can I go up here? Can't I just go up here? What happens if I do? I can just skip the Bowser fight. Screw that! I don't want to deal with the hammers. No, the hammers in this game, that's the hardest thing to deal with. Screw the screw the hammers, just run over the whole thing. That was funny. We got one of those freaking flames in the water. And that was it. That's the level. Wow. So, now what? Wait, there's no 9-5. No, there can't be a -5. So, now what? A? You're gonna go A, B, C, D, E, F. What? No way. How much longer are we gonna go through this? I thought we were already done. Ah, no! I feel like I actually had an honest chance to survive that, though. The way he jumped. I mean, I had to turn back around to get inside another freaking hammer. I feel like I could have survived it. Well then, all for naught then, I guess. What the heck? How am I supposed to... Okay, they're always gonna land down there. How am I gonna get past? Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm calling the game finished. Due to the... I can't... I shouldn't have to go that way. There must be another way. There must be another way to get through that. Can't be. It can't be that I have to go that direction. Unbelievable! Not having luck with this. Well, that's not what I was hoping to find. Yeah. It's gotta be a beanstalk. There's gotta be another way to go. Can't honestly believe that it's possible to get past those Hammer Brothers. No. No. I knew there was a beanstalk. There had to have been a beanstalk. Can't honestly expect me to believe it'd be possible to get through those Hammer Brothers. Especially if they always fall down the lower path to always intercept you. There's no way I can imagine getting through that. So, and then this will drop me down to... Okay. Okay. Right, just because I'm there and I just reloaded, the Hammer Birds don't spawn. I was gonna say if I spawn up there, then the Hammer Brothers are easier to deal with since I have the high ground. Yeah, you! Okay. Okay. And then that. And then that. And then this. Okay. What? Okay. I've never seen this before. If there's no path ahead of this castle, how was I able to jump over the flagpole? There should always be an invisible wall to stop me from doing that. That's... Oh, yeah, wow, he's out tomorrow. Yeah. I just realized I did that. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to get too far ahead. Okay, good. So extra life is still there. I want to pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Give me my pick-me-up. You little turds. Get out the way. You turds. So, a more difficult quest, it said. I think, so far, it's still easier than what I've been going through before. Barrage of those cannons and the hammer brother there beforehand. It's still easier than before. I'm not gonna lie. This so-called new difficult quest had me worried for nothing. Unless, if World B, C, or D are ahead of those ones, unless it gets tougher, then, I don't know. Okay, now we got a new variation here. So we got high wind and the flame fish. Okay, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. Well, when's the wind coming back? Yeah, we should often not try to thread the needle there by, that's it. No! Oh, I do not want to skip. So it looks like you could skip. So you could do a shortcut on World A-4. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that. No. No, sir. No shortcuts. The freaking castles. The freaking Bowser castles. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna have to write down a map of every Bowser castle. That way I more or less know what's gonna come up before it decides to freaking F me over. I can't jump right away. Those stupid fireballs come at the... They always come at the moment to screw me up. Can't just jump willy-nilly, can I? No. And I wasn't even gonna make that jump anyway, so what the heck. It doesn't matter. Look, it doesn't even matter if I don't beat these extra worlds, alright? I rescued Princess Peach once. I did actually beat this game. I don't have to play the extra content. I can just decide to give up anytime I want to now. Okay, so actually running that through was gonna work. But I just don't have the luck. I just don't have the luck. Okay, this Bowser Castle actually looks like running through is actually going to work. Not! It's gonna work. Not! Well, maybe not that part, but... For the beginning part here, you can just dash the whole thing. But I guess I need to tread cautiously from here on out. So just gotta remember, I gotta remember all this stuff. Or if I am wanting to continue, if I want to try again to beat the really evil version, they always come up to F me every time. It's like they have a mind of their own to do that or something. Or it's like they'll have their own particular AI. Because, yeah, those seem smarter than... What? I did not fall down at all. I was on the same elevation to hit the Koopa on the back. That's never happened before. I've never seen that. Now that death should register. I am having the hardest time getting past the Koopa. Why am I having a hard time with the Koopa? Okay, I just need to focus now then, I guess. Yeah! You! Freak you! Okay. Okay, freak you! Freak you! Freak you! Ah! Okay. How many more freaking continues is this gonna take? This is infuriating. Freak you! Freak! Yeah, okay. Come on, you. Come on. Frick you! Okay. I see you, cannon! I see that cannon. I knew that cannon was gonna shoot like that at that moment. You're kidding me. How am I gonna... I can't... I need a run up. I need a run jump for that. But if I go too far away... That... Okay. What do I do then? Okay. I need the run up jump to make that gap. But if I go backwards for the run up, the cannon's gonna fire. But even if the cannon doesn't fire, I feel Bowser's flame is gonna get me then. This is so annoying. This is hard. So hard. Ugh! Screw you! Screw you! Screw you! See, I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that. As soon as I get back enough to get a run up. See, I knew you'd do that. I know how games work. I know how they... Yeah. See, I know how the physics and the makeup of the code. I know how the games work. That doesn't mean I can do this any easier. Then more or less, I understand the physics of how Mario moves and stuff in this game. That doesn't mean I can make through the levels any easier. This is... Huh. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make this one, because, I didn't run it through before. Man, I hate the Bowser Castle ones. No! Isn't that the same timing I jumped the last time? How did I not make it before, then? Yeah! Okay, what am I gonna do here, then? Yep, because that's gonna happen. Ah! Okay. 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 Okay, the same Toad entrance I get from completing World 5. Man, the Bowser Castles. Man, those freaking Bowser Castles are just the worst. Yeah, this is gonna go on. This is gonna keep going on, isn't it? I think I'm just gonna stop. I feel a lot of the difficulty in this is the puzzles. Or it's sort of like a puzzle thing. I basically feel like I gotta map out the level. I gotta know when a specific turn is coming, what enemies are going to spawn and when, and then how to deal with those enemies when I get there. It requires a little bit of brain power. Yeah, see, it's possible to land on the tube that way, but it's not. You can't really do that. You can't really just aim to do that. It's just one of those things that it just happens. Like when you try, I've noticed when I try to do the long jump, I try to do the long jump over some spots. I had the hardest time managing. So like, yeah, when I do the long jumps, try to pull back enough to land exactly there, and that was just impossible. Okay, good thing I decided to stop. Freaking you. Yeah, Maddie wasn't gonna end up playing today. She didn't. She didn't come online yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have another session. I don't want to have to. I don't want to assume that she just ended up being like everybody else in my life, and they just decide to leave. They just decide to quit on me and just decide to not like me anymore and leave and. Because I was hoping there would be some people on Earth that were different. That people that wouldn't do that. I know everybody in my town is a bunch of barnacle brains. Just like stab me in the back. Well, like talk bad behind my back. They none of one of them, not one of them want to be my friend. Yeah, blah 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 blah. What happens if we get at the end of this? Is there gonna be like, so if we're going through alphabet levels, we're gonna have to freaking say Peach again? Like, yeah. So there are 8 worlds in Marvers. Is there gonna be like all letters all the way up to the 8th letter, which is the number of the numbers in the alphabet. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, right? So D would be 4, E F G H. World H would be would H stand for hell. Really not liked and hated right now. Yeah. No! No, you. I don't know if they're. I don't know if they get any better unless, we weren't here on Earth, Ever so often I'd have a dream of being on a different planet. I'd like to go out there. I think it'd be nice. No, Kelly, it's fine. Even at the best of times, I wasn't making these jumps any easier. I've just been... Today, I just haven't been my usual great self. I haven't been... I usually haven't... I haven't been making these jumps, like... been having a hard time with platforming today in general. And then I decided to play this freaking game. Ow. Yeah, we still have each other, the brother and sister. Oh yeah, I think this is where I left off before. Yeah, and then I overshot that again. Oh my, okay. Yeah, but the thing is, I knew I wasn't at my best performance today, like physically and emotionally. But I still thought I'd be tackle. I still thought I'd be able to tackle this game. Well, I mean, I did technically beat it. I did save Peach, but it took much more effort than usual. Okay, now then. Crud! Can I not pull back after the spring jump? I'm starting to think I can't do that. Like, starting to think I can't pull back after a spring jump. So I gotta nail the momentum. I gotta nail the perfect momentum right off the bat before the spring jump. It's just ever so often I get these feelings of loneliness all this time I spend in the dark on my computer. Ever so often, I still feel like I'm lonely for people still. But I can't. But yeah, and yet I can't trust anybody. Oh my gosh. So now it's another thing I learned. How long is this level? Wow. So it's another thing I've learned. I need to use that Koopa to get across that gap. And then yeah, and yeah, and yeah. Okay. Perfect momentum for that, and okay. And then I don't go too far on that one. Yeah. Whoa. The bullet bill helped me with my jump height. Good. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this actually. When it flings me far forward like that, I'm gonna actually keep going forward. I'm gonna land on this second platform. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try. I'll lean all the way forward, go to the second platform, then I'll pull back as soon as after I land on it. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I just have to go easy on there with that jump. Then, yeah, that worked. And now I can't. I panicked. I couldn't get the momentum for the. Well, yeah, see, that worked. I mean, I made it to that platform with that new tactic I tried. But then I botched it. Yeah, okay, so for that, I do a tiny tap as I'm making the string jump. This one, I can just focus on going all in like that, so I can land there, and then I land here. I just barely made that there. And then, yeah, then I need this Koopa to jump on to get to this ledge here. Okay, so now what? I can't... Do I need a bullet? I need a bullet bill. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't think I could make that with the bullet bill. They made the game super hard, but they wouldn't make it that insanely unreasonable, you know? Okay. Oh. Bowser Castle. Oh no, Bowser Castle. It's always his castles that are the hardest thing to deal with, not Bowser himself. But in this game, the Lost Levels game, this has just been the hardest thing to deal with, is the Bowser Castles, for the most part. Every so often I do come across a level that's actually exceedingly difficult. Okay, so this is the maze thing again. I don't know which way I was going. Okay. How many of the pathways did I get right, or whatever? I have no clue. I'm just gonna end up dying before I... Never mind. Okay, that's the same Toad thing I got. What was it? After completing World 7 or World 6? Maybe I'll stop at C. Maybe I'll stop at World C. Yeah. All in all, these new worlds, this more difficult quest, I'm not... It's not nearly so hard as the actual game. Worlds... The last 4 worlds, Worlds 5 to 8. Now those were tough. And, I guess I still haven't hit a checkpoint yet. You know what, I might as well. Okay, I couldn't just dash that. Now I know. Now, see, instances like that where it's just a lineup of Koopas, so I could just make a simple jump to pass that. But everything else, I couldn't just dash it. I had to, like, okay, that big gap, I needed the Koopa to pass it. This guy. I don't know how to beat this guy. How do I deal with the Hammer Brothers? How do I pass the Hammer Brother? That's the one enemy I cannot figure out for this game. You know what? Let's actually hit some blocks. I think the smart thing to do would be to try to find some power-ups. Okay. Maybe I could try next time. Oh, wait. Now, this leads me to that area. Blah. Okay. I think we're at the end. Yes, we are. Alright, then. That's all I figured so far for the Hammer Brothers that charge towards you. Is that after he throws the first hammer, jump. And to get in between his first and second throw. But that's probably not the best way to do it, but it's working for me, sort of, sorta. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I think that'll do it. Actually, the rest of the game it's a lot easier after you beat the original adventure. But I'm pooped. I think I'm just gonna call it. We're gonna call it good. We've completed Super Mario All Stars 100%. Like beating the actual story, the normal story modes. I'm basically just playing the bonus levels. I wonder, does it actually get awarded you the bonus levels normally? So I'm just like crossing off my games list. Well, Super Mario All Stars finished. Now the other game to move on to. I still haven't actually got around to do Lego Racers 64 story mode. If I remember correctly, though, the end of the game is exceedingly hard. Like the last 3 or so racers are very hard to beat. Like almost Whiz Pig level. So not looking forward to that too much. And then there's Free Rider 1 I could try next, or I could actually do a story mode of Daisy 64. The Super Mario 64, but modded with a different character. You could play as Daisy instead. I did get a lot of hits on that one. When I did like a short gameplay, just previewing, just showcasing Daisy. Yeah, why not? I think I'll actually play the whole adventure as her. Yeah. World C-2, that's where I left off with that. And I'm gonna make sure to save this. Make the save state, make sure that my file on my drive is saved. So that's it. I'll see you all for Super Daisy 64. Maybe tomorrow or next day or something.